on this cozy October day, we are going to draw a pumpkin. And here's what you're going to need. These are your raw materials, right? So you're going to have a couple lines that are sort of parallel. They don't have to be perfect. In fact, notice how they kind of curve. These are going to be the stem of your pumpkin. Then you're going to need these elliptical shapes like we learned in a prior newsletter. I showed you how to make those ellipses. And then you're going to need some of these V's. Don't even worry about it. You've done those V's to make birds since you were probably in 3rd grade. And then just make some, we're going to need some circles, and we're going to need some curved lines that are sort of like parentheses. These are our ingredients. It's like for cooking. Okay, here we go. We're going to start with your parallel lines and throw in that ellipse that's going to just go right around the top here, connecting the left and right parallel line. That's the top of your stem. And then you're going to throw in that bird shape like a V. Boom, boom. And now when you make your circle, what I want you to do is start up here on your stem. You don't want to start at the bottom where the bird wings are. You want to start about halfway up your stem and then make a big circle. Bum, bum, bum. Don't forget to sing along. Awesome. This circle is somewhat irregular. That's fine. It's a natural shape. It's a pumpkin. Okay, so now if you think about a clock face, you're going to start with your first mark is going to start with this upper left quote wing, boop, boop, this spot right here on the V, okay? And you're basically making kind of a shallow letter C. So here we go, boop, like so. Notice how it didn't come in at 6 o'clock, it came in at 5 o'clock, okay? 6 o'clock is what we're going to reserve for when we do the middle one. So let's do the other side here. Again, it's going to go up, over, and down. See how it's kind of following the outline of the right-hand side of the pumpkin. Now this middle one, you can either go straight down, but I think to give it a little dimensionality, it helps if the line has a slight curve in it. So I'm going to make it, you're still going to end up at this right down here at 6 o'clock, but leave from the bottom point of this V and give it a tiny curve, left or right, your choice, and come down to that. Awesome. And now for the real excitement. We also want to go from this top left of the V, but what we want to do now is come in right about here on this side and right about here on this other side of the pumpkin, okay? So we're going to go like so. It's curving, but it goes, that's a little flat actually. Let's try it better on this side. Up and down, like so. See how that gives a sense of dimensionality, and this one's kind of flat. So that's why this line should have been more like this. Up and down. Okay. So now we can try one more thing, which is our principle of overlap. I'd like that to fit there. It's not quite going. Okay. So if we want to do our overlap principle, I'm going to put a second pumpkin here. I'm going to put in my stem. Oops, that stem's kind of crazy. Put our ellipse. Put our V shape. The V is kind of crooked. That's okay. And then what I want to do is I want to have this pumpkin hit the other pumpkin. So this first pumpkin looks like it's in front. And then you have to kind of like imagine it in your mind's eye. Oh, looks like it would come out right about here. And then just continue the circle around. And again, don't worry if your pumpkin has some weird shape to it, because pumpkins have weird shapes. Okay, now remember what I said about the 6 p.m.? I'm gonna just put some dots here. Here's our orange dot for 6, 5, whatever that is. That's not 5, sorry. It's hard to know. Anyway, here we go. So this guy is gonna come around like so, like a giant C shape, but it's got to kind of come up there. And this one, it's not gonna go straight down as we discussed. It's a very faint C shape, but ends there. And this one's gonna go around, following that outline of the pumpkin. And then here are pièces de résistance. Again, here's where we're aiming. Let's put our orange dot. We want to aim right there on that side and there on that side. And we want it to curve. Remember how that was flat and that was curved? It looks better. So we're going to curve up and over. So we're going to go upsy daisy and down. The same thing here, upsy daisy and down. And when you try to land, you want to try to integrate that line. I didn't do a good job here, but integrate that line right into the outline. So there you have a couple of pumpkins, and they are somewhat in giving you a sense of dimensionality. So give that a try just with your line work. And remember that it's all about the practice. All right, let me know how it goes.